So key varieties are, well, Mencia, right? If you don't know the variety yet, you probably know by now. And how do you pronounce it? Mencia. I think that's the right way. That is 75% of the plantation. It's definitely the star of the region. And then what, right? We have Godello, which is the key white wine of D.O. Bierzo. But in terms of volume of production and plantation, it does not beat Palomino. But Palomino, we learned about this grape when we study sherry. And we always say it doesn't have much flavor, it's very neutral. Well, nothing is very flavorful when you pick it at 11% alcohol. So it does have some flavor, but I agree, it is a quite neutral grape. It doesn't have too much character. Godello, on the other hand, is definitely on the rise, and it is recognized in a similar logic as Mencia because of its ability to make premium wines. Premium white wines. It can take oak, it can be made like a Chardonnay, it can age. So that's quite interesting. The rest of it are, if you can see, are very tiny percentage. Doña Blanca, that's a pretty interesting, fruity, phenolic, easy to get overripe kind of grape, but it's kind of the region's specialty. Garnacha, when they say Garnacha, this is not your Grenache Garnacha. This is Garnacha Tintorera, which is Alicante Boucher, okay? And this is a star variety, even though they never make wine alone. But keep in mind, when a bottle from Bierzo tells you this is Mencia, well, that's only the case of newer, modern winemaking. Most of the old vineyards are a field blend. It is usually majority Mencia with some Garnacha Tintorera or Mirenthal, which is Trousseau. So that's depending on what part of the region they are. And they follow different traditions. So, right, that's the majority of the reds. And then some whites in the field blend as well. So it's always that. And when you talk about every individual vineyards, this might be a little bit different from the Burgundy approach when we say, oh, the purity of the Pinot Noir. Well, it still shows the purity of Mencia, in my opinion, but it's influenced by the kind of field blend. But because they're so old, it's kind of an evolution with what works well on that parcel, on that soil. So, you know, which after this many years is probably also at the sweet spot.